What a beautiful day. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you to this very special ceremony. Augustana, as many of you know, a year ago celebrated its first 100 years as a center of learning here on the Alberta prairie. For most of its history, a private institution affiliated with the Lutheran Church, in 2004 it merged with the University of Alberta to become the Augustana faculty. Throughout our history, whether as Camrose Lutheran College, Augustana University College, or the University of Alberta, one important thing has remained constant, and that is this campus's commitment to the education of the whole person, to a liberal education. That commitment has involved a dual concern. First, for liberating students from narrow or parochial ways of thinking, and second, for helping students make meaningful commitments and gain a sense of vocation. Our goals have been to prepare students not only for successful careers, but also for personally meaningful lives and for roles as engaged citizens and leaders. In dedicating this statue today, we are both honoring this history and rededicating ourselves to the ideals that have informed our past. I would personally like to thank those people at Augustana who first dreamed of honoring our past and anchoring our future in this meaningful way. Most importantly, former Dean Roger Epp and current Chair of Fine Arts Keith Harder, but also the many members of the campus focus groups who discussed what is special about this place with sculptor Royden Mills. And now it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to all of you Mr. Royden Mills.
Well, hello everybody. Thank you so much for coming. It's just an honor to be introducing this sculpture to you. The title of this sculpture is Augustana, Beyond a Certain Phrase. I think the sculptural components speak to you in terms of a progression across the grounds here, and I think it introduces to you a certain sense of a certain sense of progression. I want to thank the focus group very much for informing me and giving me a sense of some of the tradition here at Augustana. My own family is from Camrose, and I grew up here to elementary school age. I went to Charlie Killam School. My grandfather is one of the original prairie homesteaders, so I really feel a sense of connectedness and groundedness here. So this sculpture was built by hand. It was built in that tradition, much like Augustana, I understand, that you come from this sort of lineage, this sort of pioneer spirit, that you're going to use your knowledge, your strength of being, to bridge knowledge with hands-on ability even, if need be, whatever it takes to get it done. And this was no small feat to get done, and I did it by hand. I didn't use money to hire fabricators. I didn't, we used a crane. I didn't lift it by hand, obviously. But I think that it does, I hope it represents to you something of that sort of character, that sort of spirit, that sort of commitment. So I won't take much of your time because I'm sure that you want to get to celebrating and carrying on with more of the ceremonies, but I would encourage you to look for meaning in the forms of your own. It isn't a riddle. I don't hold the right answer for you. I work very hard to try and open up possibilities for you to think for yourself. So what the forms, if they remind you of books, if the weight somehow feels like the impending potential that you sense for yourself in life, that would be a good thing, I think, from my perspective. But there's more there. There's definitely more that I've tried to hide there and allow you to open up. So I will stop using words. I think Marina Endicott did such a lovely job talking to you using such poetic words that I'll leave you to experience the poetry of these physical forms. That's the art form that I choose to use, and I'll leave you with that, with plenty of time to celebrate. So thanks for coming.
Thank you, Roy. We are very proud to have such a fine work of art as a lasting marker for the milestone of our 100 years and as a launch into the next 100 years. So at this point we will have an official ceremony opening the sculpture and dedicating it. I'll invite Roger and Phyllis and Alan to take your places. And we will pause for a photo op at this moment, and then I will count them in on a count of 3. That will be your cue to cheer, etc. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3.